regards to slaying.
Size doesn't matter?
They're all going to abandon you, you know.
Yeah.
In Buffy's first Halloween episode, the real evil was the mask they wore. But 2 years later, the masks are gone and the fear is real, literally. By the time Buffy reaches college, she doesn't need to pretend to be anyone else, because now her inner fears do that for her. This is Fear itself, the Halloween episode that proves sometimes the scariest evil are the fears we carry inside of us.
Welcome to Sunnydale.
If you clicked on this video,
What you're after.
Buffy Bot. Season 4 is a turning point in Buffy the Vampire Slayer. The Scoobies are adjusting to college life, or at least trying to. Buffy's juggling classes, heartbreak, and a growing sense of loneliness. Willow's thriving academically, diving deeper into her witchcraft, while Xander's working random jobs and watching his friends move on without him. And Oz, as always, stays calm, maybe too calm. Halloween night arrives, and with it comes a chance for some normal fun. A frat house party, costumes, and maybe for once, a night off from the supernatural. But this is Sunnydale, so of course, things go wrong. The episode's premise is a typical Halloween setup. Frat guys planning a party, but one of them paints an ancient symbol on the floor that he believes is just decoration. It's not. It's the mark of Gaknar. Meanwhile, Buffy's having a rough night. Still reeling from being ghosted by Parker, no pun intended, after their short-lived fling. She tells Willow she's fine, but it's the kind of fine that is anything but.
You guys have fun.
You want me to come with?
No, I'm fine.
She heads out, and a guy in a costume jumps out to scare her, and she knocks him to the floor. Honestly, he had it coming.
What the hell's wrong with you, lady?
That's what I'd like to know.
Even Giles is celebrating, now living his best unemployed life, decorating and reminiscing about the days when he had a slayer who needed him. On to Buffy's fear. Her fear is as old as her calling, isolation. Angel has left town, and a new guy she tried to connect with is uninterested. Buffy's greatest fear has always been to be alone thanks to her duties.
No friends. Just to kill. We are alone.
In Fear itself, that emotion takes true form. As the spell begins to twist the frat house, she becomes separated from everyone, wandering empty halls, calling out into silence. Each door that slams shut is symbolic of how alone she feels. The haunted house doesn't create her fear, it just reflects it. College has fractured her one solid friend group. She doesn't feel quite like the leader anymore. She feels like an outsider.
Let's all take a breath. Buffy, maybe...
Being the Slayer doesn't automatically make you boss. You're as lost as the rest of us.
And although on the surface level, it may seem she's upset about Parker, it's about much more than that. Her abandonment isn't rooted in one specific thing. As the Slayer, she's expected to put her duties first over love, family, and friends.
They all ran away from you. They always will.
And sadly, she even has some abandonment issues pre-show, including the relationship with her father.
Your father loved spending time with you.
Not enough, I guess.
Willow, on the other hand, is growing, magically and academically. She's taking college classes, she's more confident, and she's starting to lean on her powers more than her friendships. When Buffy expresses doubt about Willow's magic, it stings. And so in classic Willow fashion, she decides to prove herself by performing a guiding spell to help with the chaos inside the house.
He thinks I'm not ready to be a full-blown witch. I can handle the dark forces as good as anyone else.
But the spell backfires. The energy literally explodes around her.
Hey! What's going on? Stop! Stop it!
It's the first major moment that shows how Willow's magic, though powerful, can be unstable. Her fear of losing control is more than justified. It's a preview of what's coming in future seasons. What's brilliant here is how the episode uses the horror setting to highlight something deeply emotional. Willow wants to help, but she's terrified that her strength might actually hurt the people she loves. If you're not
Bored now.
then I take it you enjoy this type of Buffy content. So be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on future Buffy videos. Next up, Xander. Xander's the only one who didn't go to college, the only one without powers, and the one left behind in every sense of the word. He tries to fit in, tries to keep the same dynamic, but the others are living new lives.
There's a party?
We didn't tell you?
No, that's cool.
When the spell hits, his worst fear becomes literal. He tries to talk to Buffy, but they can't see or hear him.
Right with you. Right by your side.
Xander?
Funny how you still haven't lost your sense of inappropriate humor.
He's invisible. At first it's played for laughs, classic Buffy humor, but beneath it is something painfully human. Xander's always been the heart of the group, but now he seems like a ghost to them. Invisible and useless. His invisibility isn't just supernatural, it's his fears manifested.
I'd offer my opinion, but you jerks aren't gonna hear it anyway. Not that didn't go to college boy has anything important to say.
Oz's fear is different, quieter but also more real. He's terrified of himself. When he notices that his hands are transforming, he panics, afraid the werewolf inside him might surface. Then he accidentally hurts Willow before fleeing.
Will, please.
No.
Up until this point, he's been disciplined. He knows how to control the werewolf and to lock him up when it's necessary, but it's still a ticking time bomb underneath his calm exterior. His fear isn't about losing others, it's about becoming the monster they'd fear and that could hurt them. And that's what's cool about the episode. Each character's fear drives them apart. By the time the house is fully alive, the Scoobies are emotionally and physically isolated, a visual metaphor for how much they've drifted since high school. So as the night spirals, the house becomes a living nightmare. The frat party decorations twist into grotesque versions of themselves, fake spiders become real, walls close and move, doors disappear, and screams echo from nowhere. Even Giles, armed with a chainsaw, can't get in at first.
We're gonna have to create a door.
But inside, the group is pushed to their limits. What began as a cheesy Halloween prank turns into a symbolic battlefield for their insecurities. Each fear manifests physically, but the real battle is emotional. And then comes the plot twist. After an entire episode of fear, tension, and chaos, the so-called big bad finally appears, Gellar. The thing tormenting them all, and he's just 6 inches tall. It's one of the funniest reveals in Buffy history, a moment that undercuts all the terror with absurdity. But it's also deeply meaningful, because that's the point. Fear grows to monstrous proportions in our minds, but once you see it for what it is, it's almost always laughably small. Buffy smashes Gellar with one stomp, ending the nightmare instantly. The group laughs, relieved, a little embarrassed at how far their fears ran away with them.
We're all going to abandon you, you know.
Yeah.
It's a perfect metaphor for young adulthood, the moment you realize most of what terrifies you is only as powerful as you let it be. Fear itself is one of the more clever Halloween episodes in the series because it doesn't rely on costumes or gimmicks. It's not about pretending, it's about revealing. It takes the familiar fun of Halloween and turns it inward, showing how real fear doesn't come from monsters under the bed, but from the thoughts you can't silence in your head. By the end, Buffy and her friends haven't just survived the night. They've confronted something deeper. Their friendships might be strained, their paths diverging, but they face themselves. And in Buffy, that's always where the real fight begins. But if fear itself is about confronting the monsters inside, the next Halloween episode takes it one step further. Because by season 6, the scariest thing about Halloween isn't demons or inner fears, it's adulthood itself. And that's all the way. If you enjoyed this video on fear itself, then I know you'll love part 3 and the final part of my Halloween specials all the way.
It's over, okay?
You can check that video out. It's on screen now.
I may be dead, but I'm still pretty.
Need a hand?
No thanks. I'm good.
Slayer's a robot. Did everybody else know the Slayer was a robot?